Hey everyone, welcome back to Gilded Reviews. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night released around a month ago, and I can't get enough of it. So I thought I would give you the 5 reasons I think you should play this game. Anyhow, let's go ahead and jump right in with number 5, the aesthetic. At first, I was completely turned away by the art direction. This isn't something that I typically care about, but the art just didn't sit well with me, and it prevented me from picking this game up at release. After playing it though, I realized I was completely wrong. The art is gorgeous, the enemies are varied, and the particle effects really pop with the backdrop. I guess what I'm saying is, I didn't think it would work, but it did, and it worked really well. The castle also stands out here. Each section is unique, which helps the player distinguish one area from another. Moving on, up at number 4, we have the loot and weapon system. This kind of speaks for itself. There is a ton of weapons and gear to grind for, either through random drops or crafting. Random drops are great, and I don't know if I have ever complained about this mechanic before. On the other hand, I generally am not a fan of crafting in games. I mean, it's okay sometimes, but farming for mats is much less fun than farming for gear. What I can say is that the crafting in Bloodstained is mostly effortless. I had to grind for a few of the endgame items, but generally speaking, I accidentally got all of the mats I needed just walking around the castle killing enemies. That's why it didn't bother me. It's not going out to farm iron ore for an hour. It's just killing enemies, and killing enemies in Bloodstained is a tremendous amount of fun. Next up, at number 3, we have the shard and technique system. Every demon type has a unique shard. There are 5 different categories these shards fall into, and you can equip one from each category. This system is pretty layered too. Each skill can be ranked up through the crafter using mats found from enemies. You can also level up the shards by acquiring more than one of that shard, giving you even more reason to farm those demons. From what I have seen, you can get up to level 9 with your shards in both rank and level. Familiars have a 3rd stat for their individual experience, which seems to continue going up. Now, the techniques are the special skills that different weapon types have. Generally speaking, the combat is going to be made up of you dodging enemy attacks and hitting X, or, using whatever skills you have equipped. Don't get me wrong, it is extremely smooth and responsive, making it fun to play. However, if you want to take it a step further and dispatch enemies with a little skill, techniques are a great way to do that. They work a lot like Mortal Kombat attacks, where you combo back, down, right, and X to do a cool move with your weapon. I try not to recommend looking things up and understand the fun that comes with figuring things out or finding things on your own. However, techniques can be a pain in the ass. You can accidentally unlock them just playing the game, which is great, but if you can't, you have to run around the castle looking on bookshelves to work it out. I hated hunting these down and just ended up Googling the different techniques. The problem isn't with the exploration, it's that when you find a bookshelf, you need to equip the weapon and do the skill to unlock it. It makes sense, but at the same time, it should have just added it to my skills list when I read the book. Whatever, it doesn't matter. After Googling it, I realized that a few weapons are so overpowered they don't even have techniques, and I would have wasted a lot of time looking for those bookshelves. Overall, the shard and technique system add a lot of variation to the game, which significantly contributes to the number 2 reason to play Bloodstained, the replayability. Again, this speaks for itself. Replayability is essential for a game like this. The campaign is only 15 to 20 hours long, and with a game this well designed, you can expect there to be a ton of secrets, things to unlock and do after the story ends, including secret bosses, new shards to unlock, and items to hunt down. To top it off, many of these items can be carried over to a new game plus mode, available once you complete the main story. You can even increase the difficulty this playthrough. It's a great loop for a single player title, and with all that DLC coming, I am having a hard time putting this game down. And the main reason to play Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is that it truly is the spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night is one of the best Metroidvanias ever created, and was a major influence for me growing up. As most of us know, Koji Igarashi, co-creator for Symphony of the Night, made this game, so it's to be expected. But it goes deeper than that. For instance, there is a shard that works almost exactly like the sword familiar in Castlevania. There are many other little Easter eggs, but they are fun to find on your own, so I won't ruin anything. To put it simply, the way it plays is incredible, and if you enjoyed Symphony of the Night, you will feel right at home. Well, that concludes this list, and there really isn't much else to say here, other than they have done an excellent job with this game, and I highly recommend it to anyone who enjoyed Symphony of the Night, or just likes Metroidvania games in general. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I recently got into the Humble Partner program and I couldn't be more excited. They support some great charities and indie developers, which fits perfectly for what I'm going for. If you are interested in picking up Bloodstained or any other title for that matter and want to help this channel out, click on the affiliate link below. I get a little bit of cash every time someone uses that link to buy anything on Humble Bundle. Anyway, thanks again everyone. Have a good night and I will see you next time.